Welcome back to the Auto Hobby. We're back in the Challenger. I'm going to try to see if I can hit a bump so you guys can hear the noise that this thing has, and then I'll tell you exactly what I think it is. That clunking noise, I think, is sway bar links. Luckily, we've ordered some from Rock Auto. Heading to the shop right now to get them installed. That's a horrible noise. I don't know what these kids are doing here, so we'll do that.
Don't fucking run away from me!
Such a terrible noise, but yeah, we're gonna replace sway bar links, go for a test drive, and then see if that fixes the problem. I grabbed the sway bar links before and they were loose, so that should be the clunking I hear up front, because everything else is pretty tight. So I'll get to the shop, we'll lift the car up, we'll do some sway bar links. See you at the shop.
A few moments later.
So this is the part that we're going to be replacing. This top part for the link that goes into the strut down to the actual sway bar right here we're going to replace, and those look pretty rusty. I'm going to try to see if I can get that one off, but if not, we're going to have to heat those two nuts and pry it off. So let's give it a shot. So I use a 21mm and it just does the forever retard spin, so we're going to heat that, and hopefully then it'll come off a little bit easier. Now we're going to heat it till it's cherry red and try again. We got at least with a little bit of torque, but now we're going to try the bigger one. That looks good. Alright, so we've taken off the one piece up top. Now normally there's a way to test this. You actually go the other side, you take off the other top, and you go for a ride, and you hear if the noise goes away. If it goes away, you need sway bar links, but I'm just going to replace these because they're shit. So we're going to do the same thing with this bottom one down here. We're going to have the bigger torch and then just turn it off. So let's raise the car a little bit higher. And just like I said, we'll take off the bottom one by the same way. We'll just heat the hell out of it, put a pry bar in here, give it a little pressure that way, and this should just slide right off.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a night.
If you live on the East Coast or anywhere near the water, heat is your best friend. What I'm going to do is actually set this piece back in where it was. Be careful not to touch anything too hot, because this will absolutely burn your hands. So size 21 again. 21. Okay, cool. And just like that, it's off. So might have to do a couple tries, but heat it nicely and it should just come out very easily. So cool, we'll replace this one now. We'll also grab some water and cool off some of the parts we're gonna be touching. Let me get this out. Cool. Save some of the nuts in case we need them, and well, we'll head forward. Let's take some of these hot parts that we just heated, just in case we ever have to reuse them. Dunk them in the water to get them not hot. Ooh. I'll just leave that one in there for now. Let's continue working on installing the new sway bar. Alright, so we're pretty much going to do the same thing on this side, so that way when we loosen this sway bar link and get it out, the sway bar itself will have free angle of motion, which we'll need when we're putting in the new ones, because you don't want one fighting the other. So we're going to do the same exact thing here. Put pressure on the sway bar link. And off it comes. Maybe damage any of your wiring over here.
Just then.
Cool. Now we have free motion of the actual sway bar. We're gonna wait for it to cool down before we put in any of the new parts. So I'm gonna make it go faster by spraying some water here on these parts. So we'll get to the installation in just a bit. Alright, so the first side we did is already cold enough where I could grab it on both sides. So that's good. So now we're going to grab the sway bar links, the new ones. They come with bleeders for both upper and lower, so I put them on with my fingers. Later on when you put them on the car, you can then twist them to whichever angle is perfect for you. For right now we're just going to leave them as tight as we can with our fingers. Next thing we'll do is take off both nuts, which are these really nice nylon nuts, which will pretty much lock themselves in once you crank down on them. And we remove these plastics because they're just covers to protect the threads. So we'll do that for both sides. Alright, cool. So this is ready for install. We'll just move these, make sure these are freely not bound. This one's good. This bottom one is also good. So cool. Now we'll put it in. So like I said, now that we've disconnected them, we have full range of motion on the sway bar. So now we can adjust it to wherever height, and we're just going to mock put them in. Don't tighten anything down until you get both sides in. So let's do a mock setup on this. So I've snugged up the bleeders. I use a 10mm. I used a very thin wrench. You could probably use a normal wrench, but I just use a thin one. So 10mm, 10mm. We're going to install the other side. One thing I want to actually show you guys is on these new lengths, you can grab another skinny wrench, and when you put the nuts on, you can put it on this, which this to me looks like a 17, but let's just double check. So this is a 19, 18. Let's try 18 first. Let's see, will it work? Nope, 19. 19 seems to be our winner. When we're putting the nuts on, we can hold this wrench to hold it steady. So I'll just leave it there for now. Let's go get this side on the other side installed. Also, one more thing, there is a left and right side. As you can see, if I move this one, the top would match, the bottom doesn't. So there's a left and right side to these, so just double check that in the packaging. And so after installing both sides and then greasing both sides, where these fat caps back here are pretty tough, the grease should help these survive longer. These are now in tight. I don't feel any movement or any looseness, which is good. So we just use a 19 in here and then a 21. put them on. We did both sides, and that's pretty much how you would do sway bar lengths. Now obviously I'd like to just mention one thing, and that is that I got really lucky with these, because generally these don't come off so well. Then you have to heat them, drill them, cut them. But if you can do this, heat the piss out of the bolt till it turns cherry red, pop it off, should be good. And yeah, that's it. Sway bar length's done. So join me again next week on another video of whatever the heck we're doing, because the BMW still doesn't run because coding is being an absolute ass. Maybe I can let you guys in on what I think is going on. So basically, for the Beamer, the NCS Expert, which is the program you use, keeps coming with a fault code, a faulty VIN, and kind of a pain in the ass, and I can't get out of limp home mode. So I guess I'll have to keep trying, and yeah. So, alright, see you guys in the next video. Peace. So now I'm driving and the noise is gone. So the sway bar lengths were the problem. These new ones that are now greasable should last me longer. Let's just ride the shoulder and listen. Nope, no more clunking. So those sway bar lengths were the problem. Let's go down a more crappier road up here that I know of. We'll hit a couple bumps and we'll listen. So here's a very bumpy road, we'll just listen. Hear anything, so problem solved. See you guys in the next episode of Throttle Hobby. Peace.